Thank you for joining us for another night of Sister Girls Night In. Tonight, we have the authors of the series, The Billionaire Babies, and we're going to get it started. Hey, Sister Girls.
Hey.
So, we're going to get right into it. We're missing Kay, but we have Kimberly, Monet, Iesha Bree, and Monica Walters with us right now. So I wanted to know, how did the collaboration come about for the Billionaire Babies?
Well, I guess I should
Iesha.
say. I guess I should say.
Iesha.
Okay. Okay, so I was on Twitter one day and I made a post and it was just like, what would y'all do if you fell in love with some billionaire and then you find out later y'all get disconnected and y'all have, y'all got a baby and he find out about it later. I had got so much attention on this Twitter post, and everybody was like, "This sounds like a specific book. Where the book at?" And I was just like, "Ain't no book, y'all." I was just wondering how many of y'all like secret babies, you know. And I ended up coming to it was one of them, okay, and one of them either it was, I think it was Chassie, I think it was Monet. Me and her talked about it, and I was like, "Girl, what if we did a group project?" I was like, and we did it on a billionaire, a secret baby. I was thinking everybody just has to have the word date in the title. I said, and I'll do all the covers, I'll do all the format, and it's free. You know what I mean? I will do it. I was like, I just got to get some authors that agree. And she was like, that's such a dope idea. She was like, but I ain't never did no secret baby before. Yep, it was chat. She said, I ain't never did secret baby before. And I was like, well, we going to do it now. Because I get her to write at least once a year. Because, my girl is heavy on the VA, okay?
Yeah, she
She's doing
definitely
her
does.
stuff.
She brings me out of retirement every time. I'm like, girl, I'm chilling. And here you come bothering me. What do
She
you
gonna
want?
write once a year messing with me, okay? At
Mhm.
least once. So I'm like, okay, let me reach out. I talk to Monica all the time. Obviously, Kimberly lives down the street from me,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, we together. We eat, we drinks, we have a great time.
We do.
So I reached out to both of them and I talked to them about the idea and they were down for it. And then I was like, ooh, we should add Kay to it too. I was like, y'all think she'll say yeah? And they like, yeah. So I reached out to Kay. She down for it. At this point, I was like, we don't need nobody else. That was it. And then we created a group chat and we got it all together and I made the covers and I just told them and we went from
Them
there.
covers are
Mm-hmm.
bomb. Them covers are nice.
Thank
And I
you.
saw on someone page they made a Tumblr. I was like, "Ooh, I need that." That
Oh yeah, I
Tumblr was
did. I did make
nice.
a similar. Hey, y'all
Yeah.
got y'all Tumblr?
Mine is in the kitchen. I was just
Mine is
thinking,
right
like,
behind me.
definitely should have brought my tumbler.
You
Yeah.
100% should have brought that Tumblr. Hold on, wait.
Yeah. Show this Tumblr.
I might, yeah, the Tumblr.
With every cover on it. Oh my god, that
Yeah,
that Tumblr was so nice.
yeah. We initially it was only for them because I just wanted to say thank you,
Mhm.
for even agreeing to do it because they took time away from what they do by themselves. Everybody is busy in their own right. Everybody
Mhm.
is on top of their own game. So I was like, when y'all take time out y'all day to do something that I'm asking y'all to do, like, I made them all cups and we all sent each other books and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, girl, I made those cups for them. And then everybody in their groups was like, I want a cup. I want a cup. And I'm like, is y'all really going to get these cups? Y'all going to get these cups for real? So I made them and then a select group of people. I think I only made 20 of
Yeah,
them.
just 20, I think.
And the select group of people got the cups.
Yeah, that was nice. Did you think that the series would be as big as it is? Because it's a lot of people ranting and raving about these books. You think
I
coming together would have been such a big deal?
I don't know if I thought it would be a big deal. I thought we all love to write. We all, I guess, just kind of wanted to have fun and do something and put some. I don't know if we were like, this is gonna be the one, guys. Like, but I mean, everybody is, in my opinion, everybody in their own right is popping too. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Monica's got her lane, and no one's veering We're not no skirt, Corvette, none of that into Monica's lane. She is in her lane. Kimberly too, Iesha as well. You know, I don't write as much anymore, but I've been there too. Kay, like, so I think we just thought we were gonna have fun, and we did, and everything else that happened after that was kind of surprising, even for me. Like TikTok, I got all kind of TikTok followers. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, hold on.
TikTok definitely showed this series a lot of love. Like, I was like,
TikTokers came through.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kay, let's bring her in because she's here now.
Hey, girl.
I am so sorry. I can see with these glasses, but I promise I thought that said CST and not EST.
but
I wasn't really concentrating on the popularity of it. It was just the fact that I would be writing with my sisters. And, you know, I've considered all these ladies my sisters. We were all with BLP at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
So
yes, we were.
you know, we all had love for each other. And I've collaborated with Shanee before. So I knew that this would just be bomb. And me and Iesha, I mean, it goes without saying, you know, she's my book cover person. So, and Chaz is my VA. So, you know, and Kimberly, I mean, I just love Kimberly. So I knew this would be great.
Yeah.
Regardless of if people read it or not.
That was my thought process. I was shocked. I talked to them about this all the time. I'd be like, dang, did y'all expect this to happen?
I sure didn't.
We really just had a good time. The covers was cute. The idea was bomb. We had a good time.
Right. And I think when you start focusing on whether people are going to read it or not, it takes the fun out of it. You know, so it was just like, you know, whether anybody reads it or not, I was just happy to do it because, again, it was with my sisters. So whether they read it or not, whatever, I had fun writing it and had fun talking to my sisters about the stories.
Yep.
Okay, you just joined us, but Monica's she's at a bar right now. She feeling good.
Listen, all they need to do, Kay, is play Blow the Whistle, and I'm on it. I will be on top of one of these tables, and Brandon will be rooting me on.
That's all I need is Blow the Whistle.
We stand a supportive husband.
Yes, he not lit like me because I'm drinking his beer, but listen, these crown jewels in London almost took Masterpiece out. She had two sips and she had to give me her drink. You know, I was like, give it here. So she thought I was a lightweight because I only had two the other night, and I was just like, I need help to the elevator. And but now that she done taste what I was drinking, she was like 2 sips, she was done. And I done had 2 whole drinks, not sips, drinks. And
y'all kicking it over there in London. I'm enjoying the pictures.
Yes, we're having a really good time.
Like in the vortex.
And she's here, so she's hearing the interview.
So Black romance is such a bright spot. What is it like writing that genre? Because I know you get a lot of certain times, you know, I hear people say things like, you know, they don't want to read the urban books, but Black romance is such a vibe. It's like seeing those who look like us, talk like us, work like us, being put in a spotlight where they are finding mates, they are getting married. You know, it puts to rest the stigma that Black romance just doesn't exist. And we all know it do. Some of us have been married or in relationships that have been long standing. So what is it like in this genre? Like, you guys really have to represent because people just think it doesn't exist.
That's one of the things that I when I decided I was going to write a book, the book is loosely based on me and my husband's love story. So now, granted, not a lot of that stuff didn't happen, but to me, our love story isn't that interesting because, I mean, it was like early 90s, wasn't no cell phones, wasn't no social media. So when people will be like, oh, you should write you and your husband's story, I'm thinking, what do y'all think exactly happened? Because all this extra stuff that y'all be, it's not, it didn't happen because we old. So so we didn't have all that. Now, granted, we had a few drama. Like I was gonna whoop some ass a few times, but it wasn't as much as what I put in the book because I had to like spice it up because there wasn't a whole lot of drama. But a lot of the stories that I write are based on, or have some kind of connection to my real life and in our story. So,
Anybody else?
I mean, for me, I feel like I'm a lover of love, period. It doesn't matter if it's a movie, if it, like I just, it's like a cuddly baby, you know what I mean? Like you just love it. Even when it's like not really working out, even like when it's not, when it's getting on your nerves and you're tired, like it still just gives. So for me to be a lover of love, I am a Black woman, and that is my experience. I mean, I am obviously married to a white man, but it's still my experience as a Black woman to love, whether the character that's a male is white or Black. The ability to love as a Black woman when you've been hurt, when you've, not grown up with a father figure, you know what I mean? Like that's still Black love to me. So I don't know that there was anything else to write about because that is the most important experience to me of my life. Like, so that's important to me. That's why I think, and I don't know, like you said, putting a spotlight on something, that is what a lot of authors are doing. And I don't even know if the world sees it that way because yes, Black love was always important, but who was talking about it first? And I really feel like it was us, like kind of doing it differently. So, to be a part of it, I think it's kind of powerful to me and very impactful, no matter if it's hilarious or, you know what I mean? It's still, it's our story.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I don't know if y'all can see me. I'm trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay.
It's
Black
gonna
love
be a
for me,
vibe. Oh,
kind of like Katrina. Even though my story was kind of urban, um, Black love is just something I've lived my entire life. My husband and I, especially Insta love. We within 2 weeks he was talking about I love you. So, so that's why a lot of my stories were like that. But Black love has always been a part of my life. Watching my parents are still married. Well, were still married. My father passed recently, but they were married for 45 years. So, it's just something that I've always seen. Growing up, it's like there never was a moment where I didn't see Black love. So to be able to write it is an honor, a privilege, especially being able to experience it, to write it. So it was like, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I done lost my thought. But I was doing so good a minute
You
ago.
was on a roll too,
So you
man.
was, sis, you was cooking.
But yeah, so to be able to experience it and put your experiences in words, it's just been great. So I mean, there's nothing else that I can write but that.
Well, I think I'm the only unmarried and single person out of us. So I think for me, I write what I want. I want to experience a love like this. I've seen love, I've seen it come, I've seen it go. But what I do know is that we all deserve it. So I try to make sure that all my characters embody that one aspect, is that we as Black women and Black men, that we're worthy of love no matter where you come from or where you're going. So that's what I always shoot for.
I think when I write about that Black love, I like to write about love that's kind of healing. I know a lot of people go through heartbreak and sometimes they don't think they deserve or they're gonna find love after having their heart broken. So I kind of like to incorporate that into my writing.
this is great answers, actually. Um, Monica, she may be frozen, but I wanted to start talking about the books. I want to start with Iesha with due date.
Sorry, I was in the
Oh my.
elevator.
Oh, no problem. So we gonna start with Iesha with due date. I think yours was, and it was my first book by you, by the way. I loved it. Um, but I can't imagine being pregnant and applying for a job, and the people who I go to work for is actually my baby daddy, who I had a one night stand with. What when I say when he walked into the office and he was acting like he didn't know her, I'm like, ooh, like the audacity. But when I saw that he had a twin brother, I'm like, oh, okay. And that twin brother, baby, he was not pleased. He was
He
not
was
pleased.
not.
I was like, wow. And I be giving people the audacity award, so I'm gonna give it to Arian. She had the audacity of she had the biggest audacity to me because this girl said she was gonna raise this baby by herself. She was gonna cover up her pregnancy until she couldn't anymore. She was on one.
Let me tell you something. My girl said she had never had nothing that was actually hers before. Like, you know what I mean? Like her parents didn't allow her to really have friends. Like she really had nothing. And then when to get to that point and people leave you high and dry and you still only have this one thing that can't nobody else control but you. Like, you know what I mean? She didn't know who the baby daddy was. Like she didn't know where to find him. And at this point it's like,
Well,
okay,
she knew he was. She just ain't know,
she didn't.
and that was her fault.
Well,
She
at that, she
left.
only knew the first name. My girl didn't have no plans to see this man again. It was a hit it and quit it. And he popped up, okay? That was not in her plan. It wasn't, she didn't want in her plans to be pregnant. But, life played out the way it was. So I think that's where her mental state was. Like, I have something now. This person can't leave me high and dry. Like, this person isn't gonna scold me for not being perfect. This person is gonna love me for me. And I think that she wanted to hold on to that genuine peace without having too many people adding their 2 cents in about it. She had enough 2 cents added in with her parents. So I felt like my girl had every right to be acting like that.
Yeah.
I was for it.
Listen, when I was reading, I'm like, oh wow, she just okay. We gonna let her slide because she was a virgin and all. So a lot of stuff I let slide because she was
Very
sheltered,
naive. Yep.
very naive, like you said, and sheltered. So we gonna come back to you because it's so much. Well, I want to introduce all the books. And the next one I'm going to do is impromptu. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Baby, they had an Airbnb with the whole family there and was getting it on with the whole family there.
It be like that sometimes.
Please, please explain, because I want to know. Because I'm like, because when you said you write you and your husband, I'm like, wait a minute.
Well,
Stay nasty. He a dog.
My 86-year-old grandmother does live with us. So let's just say that she don't stop no shows around here. I don't know what she hears, but
oh my God.
Most definitely. But it was like it was almost like she knew that they were there. But I also feel like deep down she had a little something to prove because everybody thought she ain't had no man.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like, well, I'm going to show y'all I got a man.
And the trifling family, baby. The family was trifling.
Yeah, her cousins were ridiculous.
Trifling.
Ridiculous.
So Monica, you nasty.
I mean, this ain't no secret.
Yeah, I was going to say, let this be a national announcement in case nobody was aware. We're stamping that today.
Monica, I had to clutch my pearls. Baby, she was on one. But, And then another thing with the Billionaire Baby series, I don't know why what I expected, but read and I'm like, okay, it makes sense because there's a child born and or created in every book, so we got that. But in K book and in Monica book, we saw that the billionaires were the women. That was I was like, hey, I'm representing for the women because we can be billionaires too, okay? So I did like that with Kay and Monica had the
Boom.
billionaire women. For Monica, you
Oh
know,
Lord.
with
Oh Lord.
she had this young guy that she just thought, she was just gonna go out on a date with and that was gonna be it. So when she
Yeah.
found out, there was actual chemistry in that, she might get spend the rest of her life with him. I think that, that really set off a spark in her. She was convinced. He convinced her that he could be the one.
That D convinced her too. That was the main, that was the main deciding factor.
And then to know that, I mean, to find out later that the guy she was with is the guy who killed her father. That was,
Listen, if I wanted to explore it, but I was like, if I explore this book would be 200K. So it was just like, I have to make it seem like, especially because he didn't really have a relationship with him.
hmm
He didn't even know him. So it was just like, okay, we can just make this like water under the bridge and she just move on from this point.
hmm
Because had she been a real way about it, yeah, I would still be writing that book right now.
hmm And then to for her to have kids and have to, it was so many twists and turns in your books the way I was like, well, damn. Just when I thought
Yeah,
but I thought the uncle did it. That was
I
my
had to
thing.
come out of my look. I had to bring urban back into my romance a
Yes.
little bit with that one. And my character inspiration was Letitia. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Letitia Burns. She's my editor, but she's also an author. And she's, street lit urban author. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to use her as character inspiration, this got to be an urban book, an urban romance. So that's how that started because of my character inspiration. Yeah, Brandon making all kind of noise. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Kimberly, let's move on to you, baby.
Okay.
Uh, I, and I see y'all laughing, but we I like your romances because they're the soft romances, ones that give you a lighthearted feel, the crushed ones. But baby, it's like to meet a woman who breaks up with men at the same spot, and the fact that she was breaking up with men at the same spot and had to he actually wanted to date her after seeing her break. That's what happened. I'm like, oh, he brave.
He was very brave. He was very
He
brave.
brave. He was ready for it. Like he felt he could get through it. And
He was,
I was proud of him.
he was very confident. She kind
Yes.
of rocked his confidence a little bit, but he was very confident that he could, you know, show her something different.
Yes. And I'm glad he did. He also had a brother. Well, you know, that was opposite of him. His brother was the whore, and
Very
he was
much.
the guy that was looking for to settle down and everything. I enjoyed that one. I think that was the funniest one to me because we know Aisha's character had audacity, but yours, she was a comedian.
He was.
I actually felt like finally we have a woman breaking hearts, and she didn't care. She had no regrets, and I loved it because you never really see that. You see the women getting their hearts broken. She was
Mhm.
like, you don't pass this. Mm-mm. I'm cutting you off. I
No,
love it.
she was looking for red flags in all the wrong places.
At all, listen, she was finding them. They were hidden in wells, buried 6 feet under. She was finding those flags,
But
and
all
I
of that
can't
is
blame her.
it stemmed from heartbreak with her. So
Hmm.
I'm glad she did have friends that held her accountable for her actions, especially with Sully and the whole hiding her pregnancy from him. But she she was something. She got on my nerve. She got on
Really,
a lot of she got on a lot of people's nerve.
I enjoy her. I think that she should have let him explain. I mean, but if you look at it from her what she saw, I didn't kind of disagree with her because I saw it too, you know. And when he described it as happening, I'm like, first of all, she shouldn't have been sitting that close to him. So she
Mhm.
had every right to get mad. I was all for her when she did that. Okay, teach him a lesson. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay. So go ahead.
I was going to say she had an internal battle with whether or not she wanted to say something to him about it when she saw him like the next day. If she had said something, she probably would have avoided all the drama that she had going on with him
Yeah,
after that. But
because I felt he was a good guy. He just was, you know, he was dealing with a woman who was damaged, then that kind of damages it. And then the fact that the ex popped up after, after the damage was, something else. Uh, I
the
wanted to
ex
kick
and the
him in.
baby mama.
Yeah, I wanted to kick him in his face. I think he that was my act of violence right there. I wanted to fight in Monica book and the Kimberly book. Those are two books. Oh, Iesha, your book too, baby. The fiance. Oh, I wanted to fight. So Simone, you gave us something different. This was a relationship that had been in the past. They were reunited and
Yeah.
got back together. And it seems that, upon reading it, we found out that the twist and turn is her own daddy
Yeah.
told him to break up with her.
Yes. Yeah.
Baby,
I don't know.
daddy.
I don't know. Like, I wanted there to be another curveball because, like, I mean, I feel like because when you're first going through it, I don't know. Sometimes if you ever like spin the block, that second time feels the hardest to me. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're either looking for the signs, right? You're looking for like, okay, this is feeling familiar, you know what I mean? Or, this is my second time being married, right? So kind of that same vein, like when you get back into loving somebody, the second time always feels like the hardest obstacle because you're like still healing from the previous or you're not really confronted some things. So I don't know, like I wanted it to be a little difficult for them because then it would be too easy. Like, I mean, they've changed, right? So
And that was the thing, they changed, but it's like they I think they changed was for the better. She was more understanding of what, and that was another thing. I wouldn't say she was more understanding because she didn't understand his lifestyle. She wanted him to leave it, and he was like, baby, you, in my mind, I'm like, girl, you can't just leave this lifestyle. She was in
yeah,
denial.
yeah,
She was really in denial about that. That was the only thing I disliked about, what is it, Lettucey?
let us see.
Yeah, that was the one thing I disliked about her. It's like she wasn't being realistic when it came to his
Same.
feelings, his background. You
Yeah,
can't just walk away from that kind of
yeah.
lifestyle. You can't just say I'm out and throw your peace sign. She was in denial about that.
I
He
feel
couldn't
like,
leave those people,
yeah,
blindsided like that.
I feel like Lettucey, when I think about her now, I feel like Lettucey was like moving into her selfish era, like because she had given so much, I think, and like lost so much and was always like maneuvering for other people. And I feel like she was in her selfish era, like, listen, everybody's lived their life and lived it how they want to live it. I'm going to live mine the way I feel like I want to live it, and that means I want what I want when I want it, and if you want me, then give it to me. Like, you just that selfish, just a selfish era.
I do like that all your characters were allowed to be selfish. Every single one of you guys. I think that's important because sometimes as women, we give so much of ourselves, we hardly get anything in return. But to see them being selfish and it going their way, them getting something in return from their selfishness, that gay, I'm gonna start acting selfish with my. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put me first. You gonna find out when you find out. You'll figure it out when you figure it out. But that really, and another thing is because you guys talked about how you put some of the real life into your books. You can actually take something from everyone's book and make it into real life. Like it may not happen exactly like this, but this is possible in Black romance. This is when you're faced with dilemmas, sometimes what people will feel is the selfish thing may not be selfish to you, but you gotta do what's best for you. And I do like that every woman did what was best for them, and the guy was the second thought. Like it was let me get myself together, and then when he comes around, he comes around. So I did like that you guys focused on that. I did enjoy the roundness of everything. Everybody had dimensions in their books, where you had the heartbreak, the love, the sex scenes were mind blowing. Again, Monica, you're nasty. But we had a collection of so much to where it's like in every book, I think every reader was satisfied because, like Monica says, you got the urban, you got the romance, you got the secret babies, you got the billionaire, the hairs, the people with legit businesses, the strong Black women owning their own businesses, having degrees, having themselves together. None of them, we really didn't see any of them struggle. And then someone comes to their rescue. They all had it equally going on. And I love to read stuff like that. Sometimes, I'm not saying it's not, because I do enjoy stories like that. But when you see them Black women with their stuff together, that makes you smile as a Black woman. Those the books you love to
Yeah.
read. Those are books, and a lot of readers say we want to see more of that. So it's like you guys satisfied that from every reader, that aspect of it. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. I was laughing in most of you because
You.
it's like another thing is that um they didn't really care about the men opinion. They didn't really care about their opinion. Too tough. It was like, I'm doing me. You catch up. So it wasn't. They didn't give up much for their men, and I
I know.
love that.
I was like, when the police, when Kasim got arrested and she left his stuff on her, I was like, damn, is that too harsh? I was thinking like, that's kind of mean. Like, she like, oh, gotta go. I gotta go. Like, I got too much to lose. Don't want no parts. And just left his shit on his doorstep and his phone. Like, here go your stuff. And it was still there when he. Nobody came and got his stuff.
All y'all. And then in Simone's book, when he was like, you need to give me an answer. You need to get here. She was like, baby, when I get there is when I get there. This is my decision.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't no fear
Sick.
putting any
He
of these
was
women
sick.
hard.
He was very upset. That is too bad.
Yes,
So
she was like, when I feel like going back is when I go back. You can take it or leave it.
I like when he went to that restaurant and him
yeah.
like, ma'am, I own this shit.
Is there a favorite part in the books that you guys, for each author?
I feel like
Well,
maybe.
obviously, I love the sex scenes.
Yeah. We are not surprised, Monica.
For me, my favorite part in my book would have to be the part where she left that note for my boy and he brought it back up. When he brought back up that thank you note that she left him after they had that
Oh
one night
my God,
stand,
yes.
baby,
Yes.
he said she had me feeling like a prostitute. Like, you did not leave me a thank you note. It did. It was nice. Have a good life. I was so proud of my girl because she didn't know how to handle it. Like, naive again. She like, what do I say?
Yeah, because she was gone before he woke up.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, should I leave a note? Should I just leave? Like, so she decided I'm gonna be polite. Let me leave a note. Let him know he did a good job, and then I'm gonna go. Like, you did a great job. I'm gonna head out. You have a good life. That man was too hurt. I think he brought it up more than once. He had to have brought it up about 3-4 times.
Yeah. And for him to be a billionaire and all the women want him, you know that played on his self-esteem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look, that brother was like, you are not that girl daddy. Stop doing that. His brother was like, you not her daddy. He said, well, I think I heard her call me that before, so I don't know.
What about you, Kimberly?
Oh, I think my favorite part was probably when Sully found out that she was pregnant in the doctor's office. I think I was anticipating his response to actually finding out, and I think he got what he needed to say off of his chest after that.
He showed out in that doctor's office.
Okay? He did. He did show out.
He showed up in that doctor's office. That sister was too embarrassed.
Yes. See, Monet?
My favorite part would probably, I'd have to say it was in the restaurant at the end. That when he was like, all right, enough is enough. You know what I mean? But it's so funny that we keep talking about how the women like really standing on business. Like, I just want that to be clear that is also something that I think a lot of us are writing Black love for too, right? To kind of put women back in this spot of like remembering who we are. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what you hear, what you see, but no, we can take care of ourselves. We can love and do it at the same time, but also making women stronger, right? More, confident and focused on what they themselves think. Like, I just think that is where we're just going in life in general. So I feel like, we may have pioneered a book series about it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So like we did that. That's what we did. Even if we didn't even talk about it. We didn't talk about it. Like,
yeah, so what was discussed? It was just baby, billionaire. Because all y'all had the same kind of headstrong women. Was that talked about, or that's just happened?
Literally not talked about. All I said to them, because I don't like to curb people creativity or nothing. So all I said was, y'all need one billionaire. I don't care if it's a girl, if it's the woman or the man. I said, you need to have the word date in your title. I said a secret baby. That's it. We had 3 stipulations. Wow. They had nothing else was said. That was all we said, and we would talk about it every now and again, what we was writing.
And when I saw who I was included with, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Everybody had to come with it because of that alone. And that's what I was going to say. Like, that's the beauty of having sisters and people that are in this same vein that you can talk to and you can bounce ideas off of and just be a part of it, because it's going to make everybody try to show up. Because we had worked on like figuring out when we were even going to release it. Everybody's writing, everybody's working, people got family stuff going on. But so we were all like, I ain't even started yet. Or one person's like, I got 5K. The other person got 10. We were like, is this going to happen? And then it just kind of started coming together. Like, everybody was kind of feeding off of each other. I mean, me and Iesha pretty much stayed on the phone all night. Like, I gotta end this. I'm like, well, let's talk it out. Let's do it. So
that's one thing too, for sure. One thing about me is I have to talk my stuff out. If it's not Chastity, then it's Monica or it's Kimberly. I have to talk my stuff out, or it will not happen. Like, when I tell y'all it will not happen, it will not happen. And that's where I was with the due date. I was like, I know what I want to happen, but it's not happening the way I want it to. And she like, girl, call me. Her husband said, "Does she know you got a bedtime?" Yeah, Jacob like she Iesha, you know she got a bedtime, right? I'm like, don't do this to me. Family, do not do this to me. We gotta talk.
Oh,
I mean,
so you
not like
talk
we
out
hadn't
your
been on the
book.
phone all day, but yes,
we do this all the time. So he just be talking. But we do this all the time. This is what we do. He was just like, it's time to go to bed. It's hang it up. But then at that point I had to let it go. But again, like I said, we really was all there for each other with this series. So I just think because we all know each other, we felt good about it. It felt good.
yeah.
So when it
Yeah,
feels
it
good, it
seems
do
like the
good.
collaboration was organic. It wasn't forced. It was like everybody had a different storyline. Like nobody, it was the same. Again, the billionaire, the baby, the romance, but every book was different. It wasn't like you was reading the same book over and over and over again, which would have made it boring. It was like every author gave us something different. And again, Kay and Monica switched it up and they made, the billionaires, the women, which you don't really read about. So that
Yeah.
was different on my end. And then the fact that you had moguls, black people owning businesses. You had the dating business. You had the coffee shop, a coffee bean business. You had, you did have the dope boy, but he had, a separate life to him as well. And it all came together and it was just classic. I think it was classic, if that's the right word for it. I
And
really
Iesha definitely made it
Thank
easy
you.
because when I tell you she had all the promo, like I opened that Canva thing, I said, God damn. I was like,
Yes.
I'm like, she had everything.
Yes.
I was like, oh, let me get to work and do my look. It had everything. I'm like, she definitely made the promo easy. I don't even hardly think I use my character inspirations with the promo nearly as much as I normally would because she had so much already there. I forgot about who the motherfuckers was. What I mean?
Let me tell you something.
Who are my people?
Let me tell you something. Chastity helped with a lot of that. Okay, because I was like,
y'all had listen. When I say y'all had it together, I
Yeah.
was like, goodness gracious.
They did.
You know me.
They did.
Monica knows I'm one of those people. Like, if I have a skill, because again, I feel like we all use someone's skill, right? Like Monica helped edit, right? I helped do the graphics. Iesha did the covers. Kim is reading synopsis. Like, we're all like helping
I was
each other.
barely hanging on by a thread, by the way, during this time. Just so you know. But when I tell you these ladies stepped up for me because I was really going through some stuff, they listened to me. I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get this book done. I just need y'all to bear with me, and they were the most supportive people ever. I really appreciate you, ladies.
Girl, listen,
Oh.
we didn't have. It wasn't no question about us being there for you. It was no question, okay? Because you stepped out and you agreed to do this. That was it. That was it. That was all we needed to know. That was it. And that was
That's
all.
it.
No,
But I was glad.
Because I'm glad you brought that out about being there for people. How do you feel with of course with black influencers, especially when it comes to book bloggers and things like that? Is there something when you see something done in the industry where we're already such a small community? And a lot of times we don't come together because I've been on certain, you know, bloggers or certain where sometimes the voice can be misleading where they say the state of urban romance or the state of urban fiction it isn't going the way it's going, whereas me, I feel the opposite. Like every time it's a new author that comes out, I support all the time, and I think that it's going in the right direction. How do you feel about bloggers and the influence they have over readers? Is there more they can do, or do you think they do enough for authors, especially black authors?
I think
I
we get
think
new books every day. Like, we get new
yeah.
bloggers added on
Mm-hmm.
every day. Somebody bringing a new perspective. Somebody showcasing somebody that maybe other people have never read before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's room for everybody. It's room to grow. Everybody has different likes and dislikes and how they want to do things. I mean, with this series, I have really come across so many And honestly, I said this to almost, I said this in the group, I think, that I think the book bloggers really showed out for us with this series. I mean, beyond showed out for us, because I mean, they put it in places that we didn't know we could put it.
Right.
And
And
you know what
you
I
know,
mean? So
I'm more, I'm you know, I don't want to say my age, but I'm a little seasoned. So I'm new to TikTok, and I did a video. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to work it. So I did a video right after I left. I think Atlanta Book Fair or whatever, where I showcased like my books that I bought, and it had like maybe 2.5 thousand views, and this is me not even trying. I just put it up. I'm like, wow, like TikTok really, it really can, let people who don't really, know much see it. And that, I said I wanted to get on it more to, spread more of my ideas about books, but TikTok is really representing for black authors. It's reaching places where I wouldn't have. We're in other countries with it right now. Monica's in London, representing that. I know you mentioned that you did well. You sold a lot of books while you were there. It's like you're not only in the United States, you're international. Like that's big.
Mhm.
That's
It
big.
is. Bloggers are so important to us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you said with the negativity or whatever. I mean, if when they focus on the positivity of our industry, it all depends on who you network with too, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
like if you just network with people that have positive mindsets and are about their business, then you don't see the drama.
Mm.
So those bloggers that don't see the drama or choose not to put a flashlight on the drama, those are the ones that really get us out there and create a positive space for us, and we appreciate every minute of it.
Yeah.
So thank y'all.
I
For
I
me,
appreciate
think
I
it's
feel
definitely
like
moving in the right direction as
it.
well. You always have that one random person. I feel like once a month I see on TikTok somebody saying, "Where's all the black love without trauma?" And I want to be like, "Bitch, my whole goddamn catalog." Like I literally like I just
yeah.
want to, because I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I know so many authors that write what she's saying that she doesn't see. Like, where the
Mm-hmm.
hell are you looking? Like,
Yes.
is what I want to say. And I say once a month, but I still feel like it is moving in the positive direction. But you always have that one person that just randomly comes in my feed. And I'm just like, girl, stop. And
Because it's
everybody in the
there.
comments be telling her the same thing. Girl, stop. Like,
It's
where are you
there.
looking? So
So instead of saying where say, hey, I want a book about, and I'm telling you, you will see thousands of comments. Cause I know when somebody asks for a book recommendation, I'm right there. Listen, something gonna pop up. Something. I can recommend it at minimum one, and that's all you need to start with for that rabbit hole starts. Y'all already know. Cause I know everyone has read a book and you just fell in the rabbit hole with their author.
Hmm.
So with the platforms that we have, I'm glad they're out there. That's how I learned about the Billionaire Babies because someone talked about it. And I'm like, the first thing I said is all enrolled in the series, you know. So what was the collaboration like? I know you guys, you talk to each other, and it seems like nobody got on each other's nerves, and it may be another collaboration from the positive, feedback we're getting. Do you think it's one coming in the near future, or do y'all want to tell us?
This is the
Nobody,
most
nobody here
seamless.
listening. Nobody here with
This
me.
is the most seamless collaboration I've ever done.
Hmm.
Same.
So, it needs to be done. I mean,
Yeah,
we
guys.
haven't really talked about
y'all
it.
don't
I
see
mean,
Aisha's
but
No, we
brain moving up
mentioned it.
there. Aisha's brain moving right now. She already got
yeah, look at her. You can see it.
Don't do me
Her
like that.
eyes getting shifty and everything. She's thinking about it.
One
She coming
thing
up
for
with covers
sure.
right now.
Listen, one thing for sure, I'm gonna jump in their messages. I do it all the time. I'm like, if there's anything I have, if you really know me, you know I'm filled with ideas. Like I'm always talking about something. Like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, y'all, what if we did this? Kimberly, no, Chastity, all of them, they all know. Kay, no, I be in this group chat that we got. We got a forever group chat now. So I mean, what y'all think about this? Y'all like this? I just have a
I'll
million
revisit it in a few
ideas.
months. We can revisit in a few months. That's what she says. We can revisit in a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know what
listen, you know what? Y'all not
I was
answering right
thinking
now.
about?
Don't worry about it. I'll come back.
Yeah, come back. So it was crazy because this gossip blogger I follow, and he calls Ashanti the queen of vacations, right? It's so funny. So it's like now, when I'm reading y'all books and y'all travel, I really be Googling the places to see looking if I like it because I want to be the queen of vacations soon. I know Monica went to Jamaica. I've been wanting to go to Jamaica for a while.
Me too, girl.
What is there a place that y'all want to go that y'all wrote about?
Jamaica.
All of them.
I have a place in my future that I have done extensive research on it. I did extensive research on Fiji. So it's gonna be in my next whatever the next thing. But I have done extensive research. I think I should be out there. I didn't find out how much the stuff costs, where I can find stuff to do, how the weather be. I mean, I'm ready to go at this point. I just need a passport.
Hey, listen, I ran out and got. It was crazy because my passport expired right the month, like 2 weeks before I was supposed to go to Mexico, and I was so mad. I had to run out and get another one. But baby, I love the vacations, the trips that you took. Whether it was with family, whether it was to get away, I enjoy it. But that's a hint. Vacations. Because there is a travel business. I can't think of the name of it right now, but they visit spots in books, and they'll be like, go on vacation with this person when they went to, and they book it. And I thought that was such a great idea. So yeah, so that's what I'm on now. I really be in my head trying to get with, places that people have been, but
So we
um,
need to do a vacation series.
vacation. Take us on vacation. Cause most of us be at the office anyway, wishing we were not there, honey. Take us on vacation. I
I'm
love
already seeing cover ideas, girl.
No,
I was about to say she working on it.
the
already
She working
know.
on it.
waterfalls. The waterfalls.
I'm
The
already
mo-
seeing it.
I keep saying that 2024 about to be my year because I'm a teacher, so it'd be hard to take off.
yeah,
But fuck
yeah.
these kids and these other people. I told my husband, I was like, look, I'm just about to do it. Like, I'm about to be sick a whole bunch of Fridays because I'm not coming. I'm not coming. So get somebody else to do it because I'm not gonna be there. It's gonna start in January with the BLP event, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of Fridays. I'm like, every time somebody invite me to, I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere else. Sorry, I'm not coming on Friday. That's it.
I gotta get my ticket for that.
BLP finna be lit. I already got my ticket. Got my ticket, and I'm ready.
I was telling my husband yesterday that
I keep trying to convince Chastity to go.
I know. I just said I've been thinking about it. You gonna come
Listen,
out here to my house with me?
Hey, listen,
y'all better be there so I can turn up effectively.
Yes, I gotta go. Kimberly gonna be there. Y'all gotta be there. We all gonna be there.
So that means I am going. Okay, you
So
gonna
January in Memphis.
I'm gonna come pick you up. I'm gonna drive all the way to your house.
Oh, you gonna pick me up?
I'm pick you up because you can't drive me, and you know why.
Come on, Iesha. That was
Why would
years
you do her
ago.
like that?
That's years ago. That was the first BLP event.
No, absolutely not. And she got road rage, so absolutely not. I got it. I will pick
I
you
love
up.
that y'all really have this relationship outside of. It's like we didn't
We
just.
have a
Our
friendship for
publisher
sure.
didn't just put us together. Y'all really have a.
No,
I probably
we
just
have a
wasn't
friendship for
smart.
real.
I love it.
Yeah, and I've collabed with Shanee before, so that relationship was already established. Iesha again do my covers, so that relationship has been. Chaz is my VA, So there you go. And me and Kimberly just been cool since she signed with BLP. So
And me and Kimberly going through this traditionally published book saga together. So we be having to lean on each other for that
Yeah.
one, because it's definitely different than indie.
Very
Wow.
different.
oh, definitely different.
Yep.
Hmm.
Ooh. I'm excited I got to do this with y'all though. I gotta
Yeah.
say that. Like we
Yes.
absolutely
I'm
had,
excited too.
we had too much fun. Like
Yeah.
when I tell y'all this was not like it wasn't a business thing. We literally got
Yes.
together and said we finna do something fun. We're gonna do something fun.
We all wanted to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all wanted to do it. It wasn't a forced issue.
Mm-mm. Not at all. It was literally we gonna do this series. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm telling y'all, and I was so excited about it too. I'm like, y'all, I'm telling you, these people love this.
Mm-hmm.
I said they love
And I just
this.
appreciate being included,
Yeah.
because I definitely had to, I not really step outside of my comfort zone, but it was like I didn't have an idea until she said it. Like I had never even thought like, oh, do a billionaire. Nothing. She said
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, oh, I think I can come up with something. So it definitely pushed me in ways that I don't think I had been pushed before, because it hadn't even crossed my mind to even do it. And then I'm thinking, oh shoot, they about to write some good stuff. And then I was like, damn, I'm last. I was like, Jesus, I'm last. So I'm like, Lord, I'm like, if this book ain't good, I'm gonna hear it. I'm gonna read all about it in the reviews. So I definitely appreciate, like, kind of sort of being pushed out of my comfort zone a little bit, because it definitely was out of the realm of what I had in like all of my ideas and stuff that I'd be jotting down.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
same
That's
here.
some
Same
stories.
here.
Me
I don't
too.
think I've ever done a secret baby.
I haven't.
So I've done billionaires before, but not a secret baby. So that was different for me too, because my characters are very vocal and like, hey, look, I'm pregnant. you know, so
Secret Babies is
so
my favorite, so I just knew. I was like, yeah, we got to. It's my favorite. I think
I
I've
have
done it
several.
twice.
I
I've
have
done it twice
several
before.
secret babies. I just never done the millionaire. I don't know what it is with me and secret babies, but that whole billionaire thing, I was like,
Let me tell you something. You be in your bag when it comes to a secret baby. I couldn't like when I talked to them about it. I was like, y'all, I want to ask Kay so bad. I was like, because
ask them.
she gets into it with a secret baby. I said we gotta ask her, and they like go ask her. She gonna say yeah. I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But Iesha is, because of her creativity, it's not just covers, right? Like there's this, she's like got this sixth sense to me about creativity and different things. Like there's been a couple books that are in my catalog that came from Iesha, like putting my name on a cover. I ain't never, like, didn't ask for it, didn't say anything. Ooh, I did this for you. I'm like, this she know what she doing, because every time she do this, I write this damn book. But that's just what she does. It was because of you. That was she just dropped this cover in my inbox, and it's got my name on it, and it's got this name. I'm like, that's the one. Okay.
First of all, yeah. And Ma, did you see the formatting for these books?
Oh, yes. All Iesha.
Wow.
The formatting, oh my God.
Let me tell y'all
It
something.
was amazing. The formatting for the paperback.
So
I
she
had
was
so
the
fun.
brainchild. So we have the
Yes.
brain.
And it's like she knows everybody so well. Like, we've all, in some way, form, or fashion, worked with each other. Iesha and Kim are throwing an event in South Carolina. Me and Iesha have collabed before. I done been to Wisconsin where Keisha is at. You know, Monica, I talk to Monica all the time. I think I do before Monica can even tell me, because I know Monica. And I think that that's just how well it worked, is that we just really all kind of know each other, and
Yeah,
we
We
vibe
for
with
real
each other.
friends.
absolutely.
We for real friends. I don't even call these people my friends, y'all.
Right.
We family.
Iesha done been
We
in my house
sisters.
before.
I
We're
expect, and then when
sisters.
I go to Chastity house, I be like, tell Jacob that I would like
Yeah, with
steak.
her food, I like, girl, please. And he gonna
Oh,
make
he's
he
a
gonna pull
he's a
that
chef.
barbecue. He gonna grill every
Yeah,
time.
he's not a chef, but the food good.
He gonna
Oh,
grill every time for her.
It's
Every
good. I'll tell you that. Jacob get out there now. He even made me a cutting board. I wish I could show y'all.
Don't you talking too much.
Yeah, but
Lord.
we're close though. We're all
Yeah,
good
we are.
friends.
I go
So
get a cutting board.
it made this series just amazing. I mean, Iesha knows all of us really well, so it was easy for her to come up with these covers. I mean, even with my own covers, I'd be like, "Hey, the character look like this, that, and the other," and she just come up with something because I don't ever know what I want until I see it,
Yeah.
and she comes up with it.
It's always
So
when you see it.
yeah, it's always when I see it, be like, "Oh, that's it right there."
Yeah.
But she knows me well enough to know what I'm gonna like and what I don't like. And like Chastity say, I be forgetting to even send my promo to her, and she'll just start promoting something.
Yep.
I love
I
it.
go on her page,
So
whatever she just posted. Okay, well, I guess that's what she wanted us to do today. Like,
Let me tell you something. Chastity do that with me too. Hey,
yep.
hey, you know what? I ain't even talking to you this week. You ain't did what you supposed to do. Don't worry about it.
Well, anyway, yep.
first of all, Kay Shani, what you throwing back? That's what I need to know. Because you was
Now you
just,
know
I
good
mean, you
well.
was up there.
You know good and well that's some water. You know good and well.
She wants you to be drunk like she is.
So
Right now.
about to
bad.
say.
Because
Now,
it still ain't wore off. I'm still lit.
I don't drink, so that's look.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
If you
don't.
that's
knew me,
her. And she know
you
that.
know that
She
I
know
probably
that.
don't
Yeah,
need.
I know.
If
I
I
know. I
drink,
just had to be
I
funny
can't
for a
even
minute.
imagine because I'm literally off my rocker, just sober. If I drank, I don't even know what life would be like because my ass would probably be drunk all the time.
So I have a question. Is there anything new you guys have that you want to share before we end this? Any new
I'm
book?
working on a sports romance. It'll be my first, second. I just told a lie. Wait, yep, second. Oh, I forgot about So Little. And oh, yep. So it'll be my second sports romance, but it'll be the female that is an athlete, and I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I
I'm,
like
ex-
that.
I'm
Okay, I
I
like
like
excited.
that.
that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
excited.
Well,
that.
my audiobook for Conflicted Heart is coming out Tuesday. So I'm really
Okay.
excited about that. And I
Yay.
the narrator actually reached out to me on Instagram to see if I wanted to do a live. But and I we responded and we're supposed to do it Tuesday, but she takes a long time to respond when I send something to her. So I don't know what time or anything. I was gonna make a little, flyer or whatever, but we're supposed to do it, I think, over on Instagram on Tuesday.
Cool.
That sounds
I'm
good.
gonna have to show up. I'm gonna have to pop out for you.
Right.
Yes, yes.
What do I got going on? Let me tell you something. I'm doing a lot.
The
I was
vet.
about to say you got a
Yes.
lot going
I
on.
can
I have
tell.
a lot. We got the event, me and Kimberly. Southern Hearts and Signed Kisses. That's gonna be in September. I mean, sorry, why I'm saying September?
October.
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 Yes, October of 2024. I tell Kimberly all the time, I was like, dang, I wish it was this year, but it's not. It's next year. We have so much stuff. Oh my goodness. If y'all see all the stuff we got and what we're gonna do, it's just gonna be so beautiful. Me and her even plan to do like a breast cancer awareness giveaway based on what when people are coming. We're gonna do the tickets and all that kind of stuff. But it's gonna be so good. We're just
That'll be nice. My sister
I
passed
can't
from
wait.
breast cancer last year,
my
November.
grandma had it. My
Dear to
grandma
me.
had it and she's in remission.
Yeah.
So
My mom and sister had it at the same time. My
Oh
mom,
wow.
Oh,
she's a
wow.
survivor, and my sister had
Wow.
it. So
That's a lot.
yes, it's
that's
very
even
near. I
more
have
reason
on
to
my
do
peak
it.
right now.
That's
Yeah.
even more reason to
Yeah.
do it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
But I
Appreciate
think
it.
that's it. And then yeah, I have a book coming, but y'all know me, I'm funny acting, so it's one of them. It's one of the three I got.
It's coming.
It's
It's
one
coming.
of them. It's one of them.
Anything, Kimberly?
I'm working on a couple of things right now, but as far as the Billionaire Romance series, I'm working on a spinoff for Emmanuel, which is Sully's brother. So I'm a
Ooh.
little excited about that.
Baby, I'm excited about that because he was something else.
He
Okay.
was. I actually started writing those around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I was handwriting his, so I'm in the process of typing it up at the moment.
Wow.
Whole
Yeah,
notebook.
see how
I
that goes.
have not saw handwritten
Mm.
in years.
The
Whole
You
struggle
took
is
me back.
notebook.
real.
You took
It's a
me
whole
back.
it's a whole notebook, and I'm tired of typing it up already. But
Oh wow.
and it's
Oh,
not done. So
Oh yeah,
Good
I'm
job.
looking forward to that because he was something else. He was I never love and y'all can have that, and you should have just left her what she owed. He was the negative
He
force.
has met his match,
This
though.
gonna be good. This gonna be real
I
good.
can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Monica, what you got going on? Everything. Monica been outside all summer, y'all.
She has.
Yes.
Everything
Listen.
and nothing. So it's not just me being drunk. It's extremely late here. It's like midnight, and so I'm winding down. So I'm drunk and sleepy. So, but as far as writing, I plan to start another book in the Henderson family when I get back. And I think the last Henderson book came out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Something
don't
like
walk
that.
away.
Yes. So yeah, that's about all I have going. I have a couple of events coming up in at the end of the month, but it's a local event in Silsbee, Texas, a little small community, and then in Humble with the book readers venue. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Sherelle Goloversick, but she's doing a big event in Humble, which is close to Houston, and I'll be participating in that December 9th. But again, I'll start writing probably Tuesday when I get back on the next Henderson book, book
Oh, wow.
18 of the Henderson
18. Wow.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
family.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me tonight. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next
Thank you, Nye.
collaboration and the spinoffs. I'm really excited about that. So you guys keep us posted at Sister Girls Book Club and tag us, and we'll be ready. Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you,
Bye.
Nye.